Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a restful, wonderful, nurturing weekend and are all ready for a new week. So, welcome to our usual check-in, our mindful motivation for mindset mastery session. Before we get into drawing cards to feel into the energies of this week, if you've watched these sessions before, you know that I like to just feel into and share and kind of tap into the energies of the phases of the moon. This week we're going to be affected by the first quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Taurus. What I like about just reflecting upon it prior to it happening, it actually allows you to attune yourself and to check in with the energies and make best use of the guidance. This is about mindset mastery. The phases of the moon provides us with guidance, with inspiration. Now, this particular phase, it's about inspiring us to maybe release, to let go, to find a wee bit more flow and harmony and ease in our doing. You know, I've talked to you before about the finding the right rhythm and balance in our own selves of the being and the doing. And in actual fact, that is the getting the balance between the masculine and feminine within us. We all have masculine and feminine within us, regardless of whether we are a man or a woman. And that is really helping us or inspiring or requesting that we find the best rhythm in order to show up with our uniqueness. Each one of us has a purpose, has a gift, has something unique. And so maybe this week you could maybe contemplate on that. Like open yourself up to new, unconventional, quirky ideas and just contemplate them. So there's going to be a wee bit of a dance between allowing ideas to come through for you and contemplate them. It doesn't mean just because an idea lands for you doesn't mean you're going to do it. But can you find yourself some space to kind of get into that exploration and exploration of the things that you feel compelled to do, the things that you feel that is the right thing for you to do. The other piece here too, is when we make choices. Like let's say you at the last week's new moon in the sign of Aquarius, that maybe you came up with some intentions, and now this week we can start to actually put some of those things into action, but with still that sense of, okay, I'm going to try this, I'm going to go this direction. How does it make me feel? How does it make me feel about me? Does it go in alignment with what I'm intending or what I feel is the right and best way forward or not? There is no right and wrong here. It's about being willing to check in with your own navigation system. So I feel like that's what the energy of this week is very much about, allowing the intuitive nature of you. You are intuitive, whether you give yourself permission to believe that or not, it's there. And so it's about allowing that guidance to come through for you. If I say anything on any of these sessions that confuse you or that challenge you or you need a wee bit more guidance or support, just let me know. You can put it in the comments below or message me directly. But let's get started with pulling some cards, helping you to maybe open up to the guidance of your own inner wisdom, your own heart. And the other part, just as I was saying that, the other part is that as you navigate these energies, you may find a wee bit of resistance comes up. And sometimes that resistance is within us. Like if you decide to take on a new idea around checking in with your intuition, there may be a bit of a resistance within you because it's like, well, I'm not conditioned to do that. I need to get up and get things done and push forward. And remember I said that's the masculine part of us, is the doing. But maybe you can learn to lean into the ease and the balance that's possible for you. So now, as we contemplate that, just take a deep breath. I'm going to pull, the first card is from my letting go guidance system. So the idea here is, what can I inspire or gently nudge you into letting go of in order to actually seek and access the treasure that's within you? And this is perfect. The card that's come up for us is the approval of others. So feel into that. Is there a place, or are there areas in your life where you kind of say, oh, I can't do that, or I can't speak like that, or I can't say yes to that because what would other people say or think about me? Sometimes that's a really sneaky one, that we only become aware of that propensity to say, I'm not going to speak like that, or do these things because somebody might disapprove of me, or ridicule me, or tell me off, or chastise me. This is a time to maybe look at that, tell yourself, inform yourself, and maybe those people that you feel like you need to have their approval of, maybe they're not part of your best tribe. So that's that question, and I love this question. If you've watched these sessions with me before, and one of my favorite questions in order to help best make choices and decisions and follow paths is, how do I feel about myself here? Because you want to be accessing things like, I feel authentic, I feel connected, I feel balanced, I feel whole, I feel in alignment with my calling. And if it's things that are not in that mode, then perhaps it's time to steer in a different way. Let go of needing to have other people approve of you. Do you approve of you? That's the fundamental piece. Okay, so take another nice deep breath. I'm going to pull a tarot card, and then we'll go into the healing with the angel cards to see what guidance comes through for us this week. And this is perfect. Oh, I love this. This is the Ace of Cups has come up for us. So the Ace of Cups, that kind of signifies to me like a beginning and start of you really, number one, filling your cup first, but also trusting the guidance that your own emotional nature can provide. So that question I'm saying, how do I feel about myself here? And when I'm saying here, I'm talking about using these words, making these decisions, following this path, saying yes to this, saying no to that. So it's always about coming back into that balance of, you don't have to keep running. You don't have to keep doing things the same way you've always done. And the other idea around this energy is, can you step out of your comfort zone and see, if I step out of my comfort zone and do something in a different way, maybe I do things in a different order, how do I feel about myself now? And not thinking that I still have to look over my shoulder and say, are these people around me approving of me, or saying yes or no to what it is I'm putting into place? I trust that makes sense. Like I said, if you need some more support or guidance or inspiration in any of these ideas, just let me know. You can put it in the comments below or message me directly. I'm here for you. And my calling in life is to help you, access your strength, your capacity for sharing and bringing into being your unique gifts, your light. That's actually what's called of all of us, is to do that deep dive into, who are you at the core? What is your calling? And are you showing up as the authentic, gifted, vibrant, powerful creator being that you actually are? Sometimes we get too caught in the comfort zone, or the doing things in a certain way, or not questioning, is this right for me? Is this in alignment for me? So lots of these types of energies for this week for all of us. So now, and we have time, because like I said, that first quarter phase of the moon is coming in at the end of the week. So you can actually start reflecting on some of these ideas that I'm sharing with you here prior to it arriving. Now, I just drew the Healing with the Angel card. First one, very important, forgiveness. This is a part that comes up so many times in different conversations. So, if you're doing some kind of contemplation or realizing that you do have the propensity to base your choices and your decisions on getting the approval of others, maybe it's time to just say, okay, now I can choose a different way, and forgive yourself for anything that you have, allowed to continue for too long, or even forgive somebody that you think that you allowed to have orchestrate or make your choices, or just forgiveness is such a powerful, important part. And sometimes what it can do is open up that playfulness. I love that card coming up for us with this energy of getting into the coming out of your comfort zone, coming out of the constraints of your shoulds. That's another really big part here too. So play, have some fun, skip. And then the last one is abundance. I love that too, because sometimes we need to have a reminder of how truly abundant we actually are right here, right now. So it's not a when I get there, or I have to do these things, or these people, that's going back to the approval of others. Is sometimes we can assess how prosperous we are based upon somebody else's paradigm. Is it really yours? So beautiful questions to be just contemplating, feeling into, trusting yourself, trusting that those answers are there for you. Okay, lovelies, I'm going to let you go into this week. Like I said, if you need any more ideas or inspiration on any of these ideas, let me know. But we're going to finish off now with one of my liberate your inner truth, because basically that's what this is all about. All of these inspiration and ideas and cards that I pull for you is ultimately geared to help you find your truth, share your truth, walk your truth, smile with your truth. Let's see what comes up for us this week. Oh, this is perfect. So this is funny. I said this card came up was the abundance card, and the card that's come up here is I am abundant. Hi, Ashifa. Welcome, welcome, my dear. I'm just about to finish off our session, but welcome. Glad you're here. Let me read this out to you. It says, abundance is not a circumstance or a condition. Abundance is never temporary. It's permanent. It is my natural state of mind which underlies everything that I experience in the world. I love that. Breathe into that. May these ideas serve you well. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Have some fun stepping out of your comfort zone, looking at the intentions and finding your best balance of that being and doing, that masculine and feminine energy within you. Much love to you. Have a beautiful week. I'll be back again with you next Monday.